Here are Grandma's 42 genius home decor styling hacks to elevate your home. Let sunshine through lace behind thick curtains. Soft, filtered light instantly warm a room. Place lace curtains behind heavier drapes to let in sunlight while maintaining privacy. Grandma always layered her windows this way, not just for looks, but to brighten even the gloomiest mornings. It adds dimension too, giving the window a dressed-up look without extra cost. Choose neutral lace for a classic feel, or go vintage for charm. Open the heavy curtains fully during the day to naturally light the room and cut energy costs. Keep a cozy throw folded on sofa. A well-placed throw adds comfort and style without overwhelming your space. Drape it over the sofa's arm or fold it neatly over the back for a tidy, intentional look. It invites people to sit, relax, and feel at home. Choose a throw with texture, knit, fringe, or woven for added visual interest. For a seasonal touch, switch colors in winter and summer. Add a matching pillow or two nearby to create a welcoming, cohesive seating area. Add flower pillows to plain furniture. Did you know that floral prints surged in popularity during the 19th century as industrial textile printing made them more accessible to everyday homes? They've stayed timeless ever since. Add flower-patterned pillows to neutral couches or chairs to give them a pop of life. They're an easy update, no new furniture required. Mix large-scale florals with solids or stripes for contrast. Try velvet or linen textures for added depth. For a fresh feel, swap pillow covers seasonally or as trends change. Pull sofa a bit from wall. Rather than pushing your sofa flush against the wall, try pulling it forward a few inches. This creates a sense of flow and space, making even small rooms feel more intentional and open. It also gives you a chance to add a slim table or lamp behind for extra function and depth. Arrange furniture around a focal point like a rug or coffee table for balance. Add a tall plant or floor lamp behind the sofa for height and light. Cover ottoman with fabric or skirt. Ottomans are often overlooked when it comes to styling. Add personality by covering one in patterned fabric or a tailored skirt that coordinates with your room. It's a great way to soften the space and tie in other textiles like curtains or pillows. Use a staple gun or sewing pins to secure fabric or drape a throw over it for a casual look. As a bonus tip, choose washable fabric so you can easily freshen it up seasonally. Hang pans on wood peg rail. Grandma loved her wood peg rail. It wasn't just for coats. She hung shiny copper pans on it right in the kitchen, turning them into functional decor. A peg rail adds old-fashioned charm and frees up cupboard space at the same time. Install one along a kitchen wall or backsplash area. For visual interest, mix pot sizes and add a hanging herb bundle or two. Keep it practical by hanging pans you actually use, not just decorative ones. Add wood panels to powder room walls. Adding vertical wood panels instantly gives a powder room character and warmth. Even a small wall can be transformed with beadboard or tongue and groove planks painted in a soft, calming color. The texture adds charm and disguises wall imperfections too. Use chair rail trim at the top for a polished finish. Keep artwork simple so the paneling remains the main feature. Seal the panels with a moisture-resistant finish to prevent warping, especially helpful in small space prone to steam or humidity. Swap knobs for glass or brass. One of the fastest ways to elevate cabinets and drawers is by replacing old knobs with glass or brass. These small touches catch light and add a vintage or elegant flair depending on the style. Choose faceted crystal for sparkle or aged brass for warmth. Match the hardware, finish to your faucet or lighting for a cohesive look. Always measure existing holes before buying new knobs to avoid extra drilling or alignment headaches during your upgrade. Show plates on rack or shelf. Decorative plates don't need to hide in a cupboard. Arrange them upright on a wall-mounted rack or lean them along an open shelf for a country-style display. Plates with floral or scalloped edges add vintage charm and soften kitchen or dining spaces. Combine different sizes but stick to a common theme or color palette. Use plate stands to secure delicate pieces in place if needed. To prevent chipping, place a small rubber bumper between plate and wall or shelf edge. Show mixed dishes on open shelves. Open shelving creates an airy, welcoming vibe, especially when you style it with mismatched dishes. Group items by color tone or shape so the display feels curated, not cluttered. Use risers or stack plates to vary the height and add depth. A few wood or metal accents like cutting boards or pitchers can break up the look. Keep frequently used pieces near the bottom for easier access, and rotate collections occasionally to keep the shelves visually interesting. Clean cabinets with oil and soda. Did you know that a simple mix of oil and baking soda can bring a new life to your sticky kitchen cabinets? Combine equal parts vegetable oil and baking soda to create a gentle scrub that lifts grime while nourishing wood. Apply with a soft cloth, rubbing in circles, then wipe clean with a damp rag. This method works especially well around handles and lower drawers where buildup is common. After cleaning, buff with a dry towel to restore shine and protect the surface longer. Use old suitcases as small tables. Vintage suitcases make surprisingly stylish tables. Stack 2 or 3 to reach the right height for a side table, or use just one with legs attached underneath for a custom touch. The built-in storage is a bonus, perfect for tucking away magazines, remote controls, or seasonal decor. Look for sturdy latches and flat tops to ensure stability. Place a tray on top to keep drinks or books balanced. These suitcase tables work beautifully in reading nooks, bedrooms, or hallways. Coordinate suitcase colors with nearby textiles or rugs to pull everything together without overwhelming the space visually. Simmer peels and spices on stove. One of Grandma's favorite tricks for a cozy-smelling home was to simmer peels and spices on the stove. A handful of orange rinds, cinnamon sticks, and cloves in a small pot of water release warmth and comfort throughout the house. Simmer on low, keeping an eye on the water level so it doesn't dry out. You can also try lemon, rosemary, or star anise depending on the season. It's natural, nostalgic, and eliminates the need for artificial sprays. Reuse the same batch for a couple days by refrigerating it overnight and reheating as needed for more aroma. Use a funny needlepoint cushion. A touch of humor goes a long way in making a home feel lived in. Add a funny needlepoint cushion to a bench, armchair, or entryway seat for unexpected charm. Whether it reads, "Bless this mess," or features a silly animal in a sweater, the surprise adds joy to your decor. Mix with plain or textured pillows to keep the look balanced. If you love crafting, try making one yourself to add personal meaning. Change the cushion seasonally for variety, or move it from room to room to keep things fresh and cheerful without buying more. Store snacks in old candy jars. Grandma kept snacks visible and easy to grab by reusing large candy jars. Think popcorn, cookies, or crackers on display. These jars offer vintage charm while letting you see exactly what's inside. Use different sizes for variety and group them together on a shelf or kitchen counter for a clean, inviting look. Make sure the lids are tight to keep contents fresh. You can even add handwritten tags or chalkboard stickers for labels. For extra convenience, place kid-friendly snacks on lower shelves so little ones can help themselves without creating a mess or needing assistance. Keep mess inside a bread box. Bread boxes aren't just for bread anymore. Use one to tuck away mail, charger cords, notepads, or random countertop clutter. Their vintage charm adds warmth to kitchens or entryways while keeping chaos out of sight. Look for one with a roll-top lid or a simple hinged front for easy access. Choose wood or enamel styles to match your decor, and keep it near where clutter tends to land. Add dividers inside if you want to organize even further. Think envelopes in one section, chargers in another, and pins or stamps tucked along the back. Clip gloves inside cabinet with pin. Don't let your gloves go missing between seasons. Use a simple safety pin or clothespin to clip each pair inside a cabinet door or inside the hallway closet. It's discreet, keeps them together, and they're ready to grab when needed. Use separate pins for each family member or clip them onto labeled hooks. If you're short on space, try an over-the-door organizer instead. Store hats and scarves nearby to keep everything winter-ready in one place. This simple trick also works great for reusable masks or even thin scarves year-round. Hang old mirror across from window. Mirrors reflect light and instantly make rooms feel bigger and brighter. Placing an old mirror directly across from a window will bounce sunlight deeper into the space. Choose a mirror with a charming frame, something wooden, distressed, or painted for vintage appeal. Even a smaller mirror can enhance natural light, especially in darker corners or hallways. Clean it thoroughly and hang it at eye level for best effect. For added warmth, place a small table or plant, below the mirror to turn the area into a mini-styled vignette. Rub beeswax over wood scratches gently. Minor wood scratches can often be softened or hidden with beeswax. Use a soft cloth to rub a small amount of wax over the scratch, following the wood grain. The wax fills in the damaged area while restoring some of the surface's natural shine. This works especially well on oak, pine, or cherry furniture. If the scratch is deeper, press wax into it with your fingertip first, then buff. For extra polish, let the wax sit a few minutes before buffing again with a clean cloth. Avoid using dyed wax on light furniture tones. Grow herbs in teacups on ledge. Add a sweet touch of greenery by planting herbs in mismatched teacups. Mint, thyme, or basil grow beautifully on windowsills with morning light. Poke a drainage hole in the bottom, or use a layer of pebbles to prevent waterlogging. Group a few together for variety and charm. Teacups are perfect for small spaces and add color, scent, and freshness to your kitchen. Use them as place settings during meals or gifts for guests. Just remember to snip herbs often to encourage growth and keep them from becoming too leggy. Roll towels in a basket shelf. Instead of stacking towels flat, roll them and tuck them upright in a decorative basket or open shelf. This spa-style display saves space and makes it easy to grab one without upsetting the whole pile. It also adds texture to bathrooms or guest spaces. Choose a basket that fits your shelf snugly so towels stay upright. If you're limited on storage, use smaller baskets under the sink or on top of a toilet tank. Mix in a few hand towels or washcloths rolled the same way for a tidy, unified look. Line shelves with pretty fabric wallpaper. Plain wooden shelves can become a focal point by lining the back with fabric wallpaper. Choose a floral, gingham, or toile print that complements your room's colors. Cut it to size and adhere with double-sided tape or spray adhesive for easy removal. It adds texture and charm, especially behind dishware or books. For an added touch, paint the shelf edge in a matching accent color. This works especially well inside glass front cabinets or open bookcases. Swap out the fabric seasonally to refresh your look without changing your furniture. Group white glass vases on mantle. A collection of white glass vases, whether milk glass, ceramic, or opaque, creates a clean and cohesive display. Vary their heights and shapes for interest, but stick to the same color family to keep things harmonious. Group them in odd numbers, such as 3 or 5, and place them slightly off-center for a relaxed, natural look. Add greenery or single stems to a few for a pop of color. Tuck in a candlestick or a framed photo to complete the scene without overcrowding your mantle. Use matching items for balanced look. When decorating a shelf, console, or table, using matching items on both sides brings visual balance. It doesn't have to be identical. Similar size, color, or texture works just as well. For example, pair 2 woven baskets or glass jars on opposite ends of a shelf. It frames your centerpiece and keeps the eye focused. If your room feels cluttered, this symmetrical method helps calm the space. You can update the matching items with seasonal decor like pine cones or mini pumpkins to keep the look fresh. Place rag rug where people walk most. Rag rugs aren't just cute, they're incredibly functional. Put one by the kitchen sink, front door, or bathroom vanity where people stand the most. The texture provides softness underfoot and helps catch dirt from shoes. Choose one with a flat weave so it's easy to wash and won't trip anyone. Pick a pattern that hides stains and matches your color scheme. Rotate rugs weekly to extend their life and wash in cold water with a gentle cycle to keep colors vibrant. Hold soaps in glass candy bowl. A vintage glass candy bowl instantly elevates your bathroom or kitchen sink area. Use it to store bar soap, decorative mini soaps, or even bath bombs. The clear glass keeps things tidy and adds sparkle. Look for footed bowls or ones with lids for extra flair. If you don't use bar soap, fill the bowl with cotton balls or wrap toiletries instead. For guests, place a few single-use soaps or mints inside and leave it on the vanity as a thoughtful detail. Hang old quilt-like wall picture. A well-worn quilt doesn't have to stay folded in a trunk. Hang it as art by attaching curtain clips or sewing a rod pocket into the back. Quilts bring instant coziness and texture to any space, especially when they feature bold patterns or family history. Use a wooden dowel or a rustic branch for hanging to add character. Make sure to display it away from direct sunlight to preserve the fabric. Rotate different quilts through the seasons to create a rotating gallery of handmade warmth. Add cameos to wall with art. Cameos aren't just for brooches, they make charming wall accents when paired with vintage or framed art. Grandma would mount them in small shadow boxes or surround larger portraits with cameo silhouettes for a delicate Victorian touch. This layered approach adds interest and a sense of history to gallery walls. She advised to try mixing black and ivory cameo tones with botanical prints or needlework for contrast. To make your own, use air-dry clay in molds, then paint and mount them. Hang them in odd numbers or staggered rows to keep the arrangement feeling curated rather than overly formal. Fill jars with cotton or shells. Repurpose glass jars by filling them with everyday items like cotton balls, seashells, or buttons for visual charm and easy access. Place these on open shelves, window ledges, or bathroom counters. They offer both form and function, displaying collections while keeping essentials tidy. Use mismatched jars for an eclectic look or stick to one style for cohesion. Label the lids or tie on handwritten tags with twine. For extra beauty, layer colored sands or stones at the bottom before adding the contents to create a simple, eye-catching display. Put wallpaper on the ceiling too. Ceilings don't need to be plain white. Wallpapering them can completely transform a room. Use subtle floral, striped, or star patterns to draw the eye upward and add depth. It works particularly well in powder rooms, bedrooms, or reading nooks. Stick with lighter shades to keep the room from feeling too closed in. Grandma always said to treat the ceiling like the fifth wall. Apply wallpaper with care, using proper paste and a helper to manage the corners. Finish the look with crown molding to frame the ceiling art and create a truly finished space. Paint folk design on worn floor. Give tired floors a second life by painting folk designs over scuffs and stains. Choose traditional motifs like vines, tulips, or checkerboard patterns, using floor paint and stencils for a steady result. It's a great fix for porches, entryways, or utility rooms where charm matters more than shine. Light sanding helps paint adhere better, and sealing afterward will preserve your work. For extra effect, match the painted colors to nearby furniture or fabric patterns. Hand paint borders or initials to personalize the space even more and truly make it your own. Use clay pots for small plants. Clay pots are classic for a reason. They're breathable, sturdy, and suit nearly any decor style. Use them for herbs, succulents, or trailing vines on windowsills or kitchen counters. Terracotta's earthy tone pairs well with greenery and blends into both rustic and modern space. Line the bottom with pebbles for drainage, especially if the pot lacks a hole. Paint the outside with the chalk paint or patterns for a custom touch. If you're grouping several, stagger the heights or place them in a shallow crate for a charming mini garden. Use big table instead of island. Instead of a built-in island, consider placing a large, freestanding table in the kitchen. It doubles as prep space and dining surface, while adding flexibility and vintage style. Grandma often used her long farm table for everything from pie rolling to homework sessions. Look for tables with drawers or shelves beneath for added function. It's easier to move or replace than a fixed island and invites family to gather casually. Add stools, baskets underneath, or a pair of pendant lights above to anchor the look and complete your cozy kitchen setup. Hide mess with long table skirt. A long table skirt can hide a world of clutter underneath while adding softness and charm to your decor. Drape it all the way to the floor using fabric that suits your room. Floral cotton, linen, or even repurposed curtains. Underneath, stash bins of craft supplies, cleaning items, or pantry extras. Use Velcro to attach the skirt neatly along the table's edge or add pleats for texture. Label storage baskets hidden behind the fabric so items are easy to find when you need them and out of sight when you don't. Put tea lights in glass jars. Glass jars make perfect holders for tea lights, casting a warm glow that bounces beautifully off the clear surface. Place them along a mantle, window ledge, or even outdoor path for cozy ambiance. Mason jars, jam jars, or small jelly jars all work well. Add a layer of dried beans, rice, or sand at the bottom to steady the candle and prevent shifting. You can tie ribbon or twine around the jar's neck to match the season. For outdoor use, choose citronella tea lights to help keep bugs away on warm evenings. Turn old dresser into bathroom sink. Did you know that antique dressers were among the earliest makeshift vanities before plumbing became standard? Repurpose one by cutting a hole in the top to drop in a sink bowl and another in back for plumbing access. Seal the wood with waterproof finish to withstand splashes. Grandma loved using dressers this way to bring warmth and personality into a space that's often overlooked. Choose a dresser with sturdy drawers that can still hold toiletries. Keep the original knobs or replace with porcelain ones for a finishing touch that blends old-fashioned style with modern function. Use ceiling, lamp, and wall lights. Layered lighting makes a room feel warm and lived in. Instead of relying on one overhead light, combines ceiling fixtures, table lamps, and wall sconces. This approach mimics natural light and helps set the mood depending on time of day. Use soft white bulbs for a cozy glow and place floor lamps in dark corners to visually expand the space. Wall lights can highlight artwork or shelves. Switch to dimmers when possible so you can control brightness easily. Choose lampshades that filter light rather than block it for an extra inviting look. Show off copper and brass pots. Don't hide beautiful cookware. Display it proudly. Copper and brass pots offer rich tones and vintage shine that double as decor. Hang them from a rail above the stove. Line them on open shelving or stack neatly on counters. Polish regularly to keep their glow or let them develop a natural patina over time. For balance, mix in white dishes or wooden spoons. If your kitchen gets limited light, these metals help reflect brightness. A few hooks and sturdy wall anchors are all you need to get started on your copper collection display. Use plaid throws every fall season. Plaid throws instantly make any space feel cozy and seasonal. Drape them over a couch, armchair, or the end of a bed as soon as the leaves begin to turn. Choose warm colors like deep red, forest green, or mustard for that classic autumn vibe. The texture adds warmth, while the pattern brings rustic charm that never feels fussy. Keep extras in a woven basket nearby for guests to grab. After fall, wash and store them in breathable bags until the next cool breeze rolls in. Layer with neutral pillows to keep the look balanced. Add fancy trim like picture frames. Fancy trim like picture molding or wainscoting turns a plain wall into a standout feature. Use inexpensive trim pieces to create squares, rectangles, or borders. Paint them the same color as the wall for subtle depth, or contrast them in white for a crisp, classic look. This DIY trick adds elegance without a big renovation budget. Even one wall of framed trim can make a hallway or dining area feel more polished. For an extra touch, add wallpaper inside each framed section or hang art inside the boxes for added drama.